Not sure what happened. I thought I was videoing. Turned out I wasn't. I talked and talked and talked. So I'm halfway into this hive now. At the top, the super off, and I'm looking for, I said I'm going to look for a queen. I don't expect to find one, but I'm checking to see if that Supercedure cell I saw, say that 10 times fast, Supercedure cell I saw on Sunday, keep it going, keep going. Supercedure cell I saw on Sunday is continuing to be capped, or if it's not viable. See, I'm seeing what I'm looking at here. I'm seeing an awful lot of nectar and pollen in this frame. So you see the orangey bits there, that's pollen, and then in between, you can see the glimmer or glint there, that's nectar. They're filling this up with food. When we get in closer to the brood cells, what used to be the brood cells, you're going to see that where cells have hatched and are now empty, they're filling them with nectar because they don't have a queen walking around laying eggs. And that's a bad sign. This is down to my being brand new at this and not really knowing what the hell I'm doing yet. So I saw queen cups developing. I saw those turning into cells and didn't know the import of those things. So I thought, cool, they're building stuff, yay. When in fact what I should have been doing was either taking steps to prevent that. That means that my queen that used to be in this hive almost certainly swarmed with half my bees, which is why this population is so low. Now here, again, there's no eggs. And if you look on this, this is a frame of brood. That's capped brood there. All this brown that you see, that's baby bees. But instead of, being eggs in the empty spots like you'd expect to see, they're filling that in with nectar. And all along the top, on this side too, yeah, kind of, and on the bottom, these big cells that kind of poke out a bit there at the top, those are drone cells. And there's a lot of drones. See, an awful lot of drones. Not seeing any queen, and again, like I said, I don't expect to see a queen here. I'm pretty sure she's gone. There's a queen cup. Another queen cup, and a closed swarm cell. I'm going to leave that alone too because these guys are queenless and they need to have a queen. So I'm not going to take any steps to prevent that from happening. The time to do that would have been, a few weeks ago when this was still what's called a queen right colony. Had a queen in it, was laying eggs, everything was good. Now there's no queen. Again, more evidence of that. This is totally was a brood cell, a brood frame, and it's completely filled in with nectar and pollen now. And no Supercedure cells on this one. Any queen cups or anything? No, they're not working on anything on this one. I can't remember which frame it is. I should mark it or keep it in mind. One of these frames, like I said, had a Supercedure cell that they were sealing up the other day. Maybe it was that one that I just saw. Again, I'm back to wearing gloves with this because sting wasn't so bad. Swelling and itching for days afterwards, that sucked a lot of ass. So, I'm sorry. It was terrible. Don't mean to use swears and stuff. Hi, bees. Please move so I can do this. Bees? Come on, guys. Move out of my way. I don't want to squish anyone. Okay. So again, always in hope. Maybe I'll find. Maybe the old queen is still here somewhere. She's totally not. Maybe she is. I'll look for her just in case. If she were here, and I'm not even seeing any larvae anymore. I'm seeing capped brood still. And that'll be hatching any day now. But I'm not seeing any eggs. I'm not seeing any larvae. Queen has been gone a while. It sucks, but anyway. No. Oh, come on, gloves. Gloves are getting sticky now. Yeah, see, this was used to be a a brood comb, a brood frame, and it's just completely full of food. So these guys are foraging like crazy. That's good. They're foraging like nobody's business. They're just bringing back so much food, and that's all well and good. Without a queen, this is all for nothing. So hopefully they get a queen here in the next week or two. She goes out and gets fertilized, comes back and starts laying eggs, and in about a month from now we'll start to see this as a queen right colony again with eggs and all that kind of stuff. I was thinking about this the other day. You know, my whole life at this point is all about eggs. Yeah, see, here's all this brood cells that have, oh, there's one hatching right there. I don't know if I can get this for you guys. Little baby one. Right. See, I can't blow them away because they're helping her. Right. Is that her there? Where is she? Right there. Where's the actual lens? I don't know if you can see her or not. She is right in the middle here. Where'd she go? Are you helping her? So see where that bee's got her face down in the comb? Oh, there we go, right here. Right in the center right now. That's her right there. That's a baby bee being born. Here she comes out. She's got her whole thing uncapped and she's thinking about coming out. And we could sit here on this all day, but it's making my back hurt. But that's always good to see. Nice little brand new baby bee coming out. Come on, little baby. You can do it. Come on, honey. Where'd you go? There you are. Come on, honey. She's got edges still to work out there, but little baby bee trying to be born again right there in the center. See her? Bring her right up close. She's trying to come out there. I'm gonna leave her alone now. See, they're gonna be stopping to help a little bit. She'll be born here any second. But see, the problem with that is there's all these babies that are still yet to be born. Well, here's an interesting thing for you. Look. See that white in the middle of the screen right there? That's a drone larvae. They haven't completely capped the cell off yet, so he's just a baby that's not well protected. There's a queen cup at the top. That's a good sign. Maybe they'll put a Supercedure cell on there. Some of these at the bottom might be swarm cells. I think they're going to be okay. They're going to get a queen of their own. They're going to make their own queen. Ooh. There's more stuff being capped down here. Anyway. Where's baby? Is she on this side? She's on this side, right? Yep, there she is. She's still not out yet. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, where is she? Right there. Oh, she started to come out. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on out. There you go. Got your little head out. Go, baby, go. Oh. Mark that just before 9 minutes on the video. Come on, baby. You can do it. Just get your belly out now. Come on, come on, come on. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Back and forth. Squish it on out. There you go, baby. Hey! Brand new baby bee right there. Middle of the screen. Check her out. Her name is Gladys. Hi, Gladys. Remember that. See her next time. Her name is Gladys. Hi, Gladys. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that. That's so cool to see. So that means that, you know, the queen was laying eggs that turned into Gladys there. Maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And and she has since gone away. Don't sting me, please. You won't sting me, you'll sting the glove, and you'll die either way, so come on. Go away. All right, thank you. Alright. They're getting really agitated. I don't know if you can hear how upset they sound. I don't really need to go through all of these. I found what I was looking for. Confirmed what I thought. They're backfilling the brood frames with nectar and pollen, and they only do that if there's no queen to lay in them. They've got queen cells being built, so I'm actually not going to go through the rest of these frames. I'm going to leave them alone. I harassed them pretty solidly on Sunday, and they're probably really tired of me hanging out here, so move these frames back together gently. Don't want to squish the new baby. That's the real downside. I actually really like coming out here and doing this. I enjoy it. I was worried I'd be too freaked out about it, but I'm not. It's just cool. Bees are awesome. But there is the danger or whatnot of overhandling. And it's entirely possible, as much as I don't like to admit it, it's entirely possible that the reason that this hive and the other hive no longer have the queens they came with is because I may have rolled her, i.e. when you put the frames in or take them out, they're really close together, and sometimes if they're too close together and you pull one out, bees get rolled in between. And being very careful not to do that, but I strongly suspect that's what happened. Although it might have just been they swarmed. The population in this hive is a lot lower than it should be. So I think I would prefer to believe that that's what happened, that she just left and I did not kill her, but I have to fully own up to the possibility that I did this. So. Oh, honey. See? I took my bee classes 2.5 years ago at Geezer Ridge. Great bunch of guys there. I really enjoyed that class. Oops, it got upside down too, dang it. Oh no, now you can see the squished bee. I can't. Anyway, very science-based. They were really, there were a lot of people in the class who were talking about, the spiritual aspects of this or that or whatever, and that's all well and good. But the Geezer Ridge folks were very into this is an emerging and evolving science. There's a lot to know about this scientifically, and that's where they concentrated, was what we can know for sure about this stuff and not what makes us feel good about it, I guess. Anyway, one of the questions that came up in class was, how do you do this work? How do you put the frames back together? How do you put everything back together, take it apart, etc., without squishing bees? And the answer to that is, sadly, you don't. You try. I try really hard to make sure they're out of the way first before I close stuff up, but as you've just seen, I mean, bees get squished. It helps to think of it as not a bunch of individual bees, but as this hive, this thing right here, is an organism as itself, and all of these little bees are part of it. Still feel bad about squishing bees, but it's a little bit easier on my conscience if I think of it that way. Anyway, that's it for me. Hopefully I can turn this off without taking my gloves off, because with these agitated bees, I'm a little trepidatious.